Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick and I'm a top author and trading view with over 190k reputation points. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to go for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the chart. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCAD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect of this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, which are essentially hedge funds, so the big players in the market. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here on this pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which is currently breaking below quite important historical structure. In fact, this area was acting as very strong support all across this area, getting rejected to the upside every single time that the market tested it. And since the market is currently breaking below the zone, all this previous support would become resistance very shortly. From a monthly perspective, if we get a monthly close below the zone, which at that point creates a shift from previous support to new resistance. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now, from a weekly perspective, we can see how precisely the market was respecting this area as support. We can see here, every time that the market tested the level, it immediately got rejected to the upside. So this is a very important level for this market that, since the market has now broken it to the downside, is turned resistance. So it is very strong previous support, which is now supposed to become very strong resistance. So if we get a retest of the level, there is good probability to see more bearish price action being developed away from this zone. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Now, from a daily perspective, I did speak about USDCAD a few days ago. After this impulse and correction, I explained all the reasons for which we could expect this rejection to the downside, which the market is currently giving us. And by the way, I will link that previous analysis in the description so you can go and check it out for more free education. Now, what we can also notice is that in creating this move to the downside, the market is creating a new structure from a daily perspective. In fact, since we have now broken below this previous low, this previous support is now turned resistance. So if we will get a successful break and close below the zone on the retest of this previous daily support turn resistance, this is where we would have very good probabilities to see more potential bearish continuation away from this zone. If we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data precisely for the CAD, what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have been increased. We went from having minus 48k net positions all the way up to having minus 36k net positions, which shows that since we're getting an increase of the net positioning, this makes the CAD stronger, and a strong CAD makes USDCAD weaker. This means that there is definitely the possibility to see a potential break below the support, which we're currently getting, and on the retest of this previous support and resistance, there is a possibility to see more institutional shorting of USDCAD, since we have seen that has already started, and at that point that would increase the probabilities of more bearish continuation to be developed away from this zone. We can also notice that since we have an impulse at that point, we would have a correction. So we could, in order to measure that correction, take our Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse leg, which will give us either a 0.32 or a 50% retracements inside of this previous support and resistance, creating a confluence of resistance in this zone, further increasing the probabilities that more institutional shorting should be happening inside of this area. So if we get the break on the retest of this previous support and resistance, how we could be approaching a potential move lower. Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what we could be doing, potentially also with students, is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the upside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bullish market as we would have to an intraday bearish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bullish to bearish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for a potential move lower for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the downside. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and these kind of things, you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to my entire courses with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is precisely the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here past the testimonials, you will see that at the moment there is a massive special promotion in which you have a huge discount on the upfront price of the mentorship program from $497 all the way down to only $97 one-time payment. And as an option, since I have partnered with the forex broker Blueberry Markets, if after you join the mentorship program directly from your student dashboard, you open an account with them and essentially move your trading there, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll lower, you will see that there is still time to join before the offer expires and everything goes back to normal. And directly from here, there is a button to join in order to gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. The link is also in the description. At least go and check it out at transparentfxtrading.com. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. And I will see you in my next breakdown.